this is the back of the Maltins. It is a gorgeous building. We've got the river, this cute little bridge. I'm just heading back to the car. I've had a super successful trip. I may have bought some things, but I'm heading back to the car, and I just thought I'd show you the back of the building because I don't think in any previous videos I've ever shown that off. So you will now, I don't know what you're going to see now, but I'll be back in a bit to wrap this video up. Traffic. To wrap this video up and show off my wares. I've got some gorgeous things. I'm very excited. I really needed Mark to be there though to restrain me. And I'm home. And Mark's home too. He is emptying the dishwasher. And he's going to start meal prepping our lunches for the week. So if you hear some noises, it's me. So yeah, I'm home and it was a brilliant show. I think this might be the most I've ever bought at a yarn show. Let's do the reveal. I also have a competition coming up that while I was out filming, I have 2 gifts that were from people who watch the podcast and that I've shown off in previous, videos, who kindly said, do you want to do a giveaway? So I've got 2 things. I've got a project bag and a skein of yarn, which are super lovely and generous. And I'll talk about those towards the end. So stay watching to be in with a chance of winning one of those prizes. So a quick rattle through the things that I have got then. So first one, I'm just going to cover this off to start with. This isn't for me, this is for Mark. The rest of these are mine. So these are by Gemma of The Little Grey Girl. Huge friend of the podcast, as you all know. Gemma has a new gradient set. These are pinks, and this goes with the grey yarn. So this is her high twist sock base. This is the Cloudsy colorway, and this is the Almeida gradient set. So these are 6 10-gram minis. And a couple of weeks ago, when I was making my blue socks, Mark said, you never make me pattern socks. Why do I always get plain old boring socks? Which I think is rude. But he's right. He's never had a patterned sock. And I said, well, choose a pattern. So as he does, he went to westknits.com and he found a Stephen West pattern for the honeycomb socks. And then he said, I'd really like them in pink. Does Gemma do pink yarn? And I said, I don't think she does. Let me message. And she said, funnily enough, I've been toying with the idea of doing pink for a while in a gradient. So I kind of feel like this is partly Mark's fault, but Gemma now has a pink gradient. So I was very kindly gifted a packet of these and 100 grams. So Mark will have some painting honeycomb socks. I'm really in my sock mojo at the moment. So when I finish my blue socks, I'm going to cast these on. And while I was also at the show, I went to the Pearlescence stand, which I don't think I managed to take any footage of the Pearlescence stand. Huge, like every single needle you could possibly think of. And I picked up some 2mm double points because I know based on my MCal socks and Stevens tension, I'd need to go down because of the purling. I'm a loose purler. So I picked up some needles, and then Gemma also gave us a really cute pink project bag. So Gemma, thank you so much for the lovely gifts. I said these are gifts for Mark, not for me, but super lovely. So they will become some painting honeycomb socks at some point in the not too distant future, because I've got about half of my blue sock left, and then I'll get those cast on. I stopped by the Toff stand, obviously, to go and see Emma and Tash. We had a really lovely chat about things that they've got going on and how the show's been. And I picked up this Toft sheep book. that they had as a show offer. It was either free with a sheep kit on the day or £5 for the magazine. So, you know, I'm a bit of a magpie for Toft collections. So I have lots of the Toft quarterlies and the smaller pattern books, but I don't have the sheep book. So I picked that up to add to the collection. And yeah, there are 18 sheep patterns in here, starting with an easy one, Simon the Sheep, all the way up to Lynn the Jacob. One of my favourites though, where is Seth? Oh no, not Seth, Dominic the Swaledale. Obsessed with him. So I'm probably not going to make one, but it's nice to have that for the collection. So I've got that one. I might make one at some point. Yeah. Next then, I bought some really cute stitch markers. Excuse the rustling. So you will have seen, I think it was the first clip in this video, I was at a stand of Fox and Squirrel, and they had some polymer clay stitch markers. And I feel like you can never have too many stitch markers when you're a knitter and a crocheter. Matches my shirt. So I picked up some really cute little polymer stars, which are handmade. They're so adorable. So I picked up those from Fox and Squirrel. I think they were 5 for £8, which I thought was really reasonable. So we've got a little collection of stars. And then at Third Vault Yarns, you will have also seen these. They had these really cute little stitch markers with pride flags on, or rainbows. So yeah, so I picked up these. These were also 5 for £8. So I have 5 of these. They've got these really cool iridescent rings on. So they're perfect for like socks because the ring is really small. So I'm only probably going to get those on a small sock needle, but also they're the perfect little size. So you know when you're doing socks, you've got to do the decreases either side. I currently use those little bulb paperclip type stitch markers, but I think they're really cute. So probably, actually, I'm going to put 2 of those in Mark's project bag for his socks, and they can go with that. So, yeah, so Third Vault Yarns and Fox and Squirrel. The people that I bought things from, I will try and find their Instagrams and link them in the description box below if you wish to go and check them out and also support them. That would be wonderful. Tell them that I sent you. Always nice to know that we're sharing the love through these videos. Then I went and I picked up some wool from Garthenor. So you would have seen those in the video. I filmed their stalls before, and they are a Welsh mill and producer. They have a small flock, but they also are a commercial mill in Wales where they spin their own fleeces. So this is their Snowdonia sock base. So I picked up 2 50-gram skeins. So these are 4-ply fingering, 50 grams, it's 200 meters. This one here is the Tussock colorway, and this one here is Menai. And my idea is I'm going to make socks because I'm on my sock mojo at the moment. And what I'm going to do is I think these two go really well together. I'm feeling like I'm going to have cuffs, heels and toes in this, and then the leg and the foot in this. So I'll probably break these into 225 grams, but I basically got 100 grams. So that's enough for me to make a pair of socks for me at some point. But I don't have anything from Garthenor. This is my first Garthenor yarn. And I was chatting to the guys on the stand, and we might see if we can do a little video later in the year and visit the mill, which will be a really cool continuing kind of the focus on Welsh sheep farming and the Welsh wool industry. So I'm really hoping to get down to Garthenor and meet the team and yeah, do a bit of filming. So that'll be super exciting if that comes off. So we've got the Garthenor yarn there for me. I then because I'm a spinner now, I bought another spindle. But I needed to buy another spindle because I've only got one. And I'm still going great with it, but it fills up quite quickly, and then I have to wind it off if I want to do something else and do another spin. I bought it because it was really beautiful. And this is from Philpsy. You will have seen their stand in one of the videos as well, in part of the video. So this is, yeah, it's a spindle. I don't know what wood it's made from. I forgot to ask the owner, but they're all hand turned. And yeah, I'm excited to spin on my new spindle. And also while I was there then, because I'm a spinner now, these were my first two purchases. I purchased some fibre and then I purchased the spindle, and I wasn't going to buy anything else. This bump of fibre is by Marina Skewer. And Marina is a, they had lots of wool and hand-dyed. You'll have seen somewhere in the video as well that they were there. And also some of these lovely braids that were hanging up. So the Skewer blend is 100% British wool. It's Dorset Horn, Cheviot, Manx, Locktan, Teeswater and Jacobs. I'll hold that up so that you can read it. And this is the Den of Leaves colourway. I bought this because it reminded me of Wicked, because the Wicked movie's coming out in November, and one of the still shots of Cynthia Erivo, who plays Elphaba, is really green and moody and a little bit brown and a little bit dark and grey, and it just reminded me of Oz. But I was chatting to Marina on the stand, and she's tried to make a fibre that is really easy to spin, also for beginners. We know, you know, I did my spin and my merino that was probably then better off for needle felting rather than spinning. So I'm really excited to have a go at some point on this. So I now don't need to finish my grey spin because I've got another spindle, so I can now do my green spin. We'll see. Hey, this is why you love me. Because of the excuses that I can come up with as to why I can just buy all these things. And then I ummed and ahed about this, and I have ummed and ahed about this for a while, but I went to see Max and Vincent at from Le Garçon, and they were with Carmen from A Yarn Story, who also owns Walcott Yarns. So they had a big stand together, and I'm doing something with Max and Vincent that I've talked about, my pride thing. More on that in many other videos, but they were super generous, and it was lovely to get to meet them at the show. I've met them before, see them at the show, and yeah. And then I was talking to Max and I said, oh, I might be looking for some spin cycle I've never used. He's like, you've never used spin cycle? So then we started to go through the spin cycle yarn. So this is, as you can see, it's kind of, it's glorious. I'm sure lots of you have heard of spin cycle. It is this kind of barber pole colour changing yarn. It's going to go from the sort of the browns into the teals, and it will colour change as it's going. So this is 100% American wool. It's 200 yards. This is sport weight, and this is the Robin's Egg colourway. And I said to Max, I was like, oh, but I don't know what I would use it for. I probably need to pick a project first. And he went, what about this? And he showed off his new shawl, which is the Bumps shawl, which you saw in the video. So those eagle-eyed, when you saw the Le Garçon spin cycle section, you can pop back and watch it if you want. There's a shawl that I pull out, and it's got 2 skeins of fluff and 1 skein of spin cycle. So I think they are just glorious together. And the shawl, it starts off in with just a few stitches, and then it grows, and then it's knit on the bias, so it stays rectangular. And it's got I-cord bumps, so you cast off the I-cords, then you pick up stitches and carry on in the next section, cast off the I-cord. And the spin cycle is basically shown off through the pattern, and it was such a great pattern, such a great shawl, sorry, I can't wait to get started with that pattern. So I picked up 2 skeins of fluff, which is the Le Garçon Walcott Yarns exclusive. So I wish you could feel this. It is amazing. The back of the yarn says 55% baby alpaca, 18% fine merino, 17% mulberry silk, 10% yak, 100% dreamy. And yeah, so this is Carmen, Max and Vincent's exclusive base. And yeah, it's just amazing. So I picked up 2 of these and this to become a bump shawl. I am now wanting to cast this on immediately. I probably won't, but I might do. It needs to be on the needles. And Max said it's a really repetitive pattern. Easy to memorize, so it's easy to repeat it. So it might be a good one to just have cast on and then leave in a project bag that I could just do a little bit every now and then. Obsessed, totally obsessed. So it was really lovely to catch up with the guys, and yeah, I can't wait to start this one. And then finally, and this is not necessarily totally wall related, but while I was also in that room where Max and Vincent were with Carmen, New was in the room from Hide and Hammer. And I've long coveted one of New's bags and never picked one up because I didn't necessarily need one. It's not I wanted one, but it's like, yeah, I just waited for the right moment till I had the bag. And over the last couple of months, I've actually been looking for a tote bag. Just a general out and about. When I take my lunch to work, for example, and my everyday I'm going out and about, I take like a carrier bag, which is fine. But I was like, no, I want to buy a nice bag. Enter Exhibit A. The Hide and Hammer number 10 bag, which is a tote bag. So it is this awesome blue, dark blue colour. It's got the signature Hide and Hammer leather handles. It's got a lovely popper. And then it's got a clasp on the clasp on the inside so that I can join the bag together. It's got the Hide and Hammer logo. There are pockets galore on the inside. I'm not doing a very good job at showing it off because it's really big and I'm close to the camera. But yeah, there's one large pocket which then clips in with the clasp here to kind of hold that closed. And yeah, like I feel like I can probably put, in terms of depth, oh, it's also got this really cool tartan wax material on the inside. But just as a guide, so actually, I'm now putting all my yarn in it. So if I put all of the things that I bought from the weekend in it, I still have all this space. So for me, for popping out to work, my laptop, my lunch, my reading glasses, it's gonna be the perfect bag. And I'm so happy that I found it and that I bought it, and I had the best chat with New. It was so lovely to meet her properly. I followed her on Instagram for a while now, and seeing the bags, and I said always just like, oh, I'm not sure which one I want to get because there's lots of them and so many different colors. And yeah, I'm now kind of fangirling over Hide and Hammer. So this is the, that way, yeah, this is the number 10, made in England, and it's got a hard base. So it sits flat with my lunch in, and yeah, I'm very excited by my Hide and Hammer bag, can you tell? I can't actually wait to go to work tomorrow so I can carry all my stuff in it. So yeah, and that was the end of my purchases. Yeah, I was a little bit crazy. And I blame Mark, and I told him this when I got back to the hotel yesterday. It's your fault because you didn't come with me to show restraint.
Nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with you. It is totally all to do with you. So yes, so there we go. That is all my purchases. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing all of the different vendors at the Unravel show. It was so busy. Reflections on the show. Everyone was saying, all the vendors that I was talking to were saying it was kind of like pre-COVID levels. There were lots of people. I got there on the Friday about 1:30, and there was still like 10 people in front of me queuing to get in. They were queuing all the way down back to the river on Saturday morning. I saw pictures this morning. Again, Sunday, they were still queuing. It was so lovely. And I think lots of the vendors have had brilliant shows, which is really good to support those independent businesses and makers. And yeah, it was really lovely. Those of you that stopped to chat, thank you so much. I loved just getting to meet you and saying hi. Lots of new to me vendors as well, which was really fantastic. So yeah, it was a great weekend away. So we'll end on a giveaway. So in the video, you will have seen the soft accents, which is Jackie. And Jackie has the most amazing multicolored prints, and she does such a great range of bags. And I've got, there's a little care instruction inside, and within each envelope, there is I need to try and get this out. This was really tight when I did this. Yeah. So you get the information about the business, which I'll pop in the description box below. But you also get a little African proverb, and you get a bit of information about the project bag. So this is the Farai project bag. And Jackie said, I love bright and striking African print fabrics. They're so cheery to work with, make me feel happy, and just bring a bright smile to my face when I finish stitching each bag. This is why I've called them Farai. In Shona, which one of the languages spoken in Zimbabwe, Farai means be happy. It's also my little sister's name, and she makes me very happy. So it's, you know, again, this small makers and small businesses, it's that personal touch that I just love. And I met Jackie for the first time at East Anglia Yarn Festival last year, and I showed off some of Jackie's bags, and some of you guys got in touch and made purchases with Jackie, which was amazing. So thank you for doing that. And in return, Jackie was like, would you like to do a giveaway? And I was like, you don't feel any pressure. You don't need to do that. And she went, no, honestly, I would love to do it. Jackie watches the videos as well. So thank you very much, Jackie, for the donation of the project bag. And then I was also chatting to Stevie from Curated Yarn Co. And Stevie gave me this. She gave me a couple of traces, and I was like, it's got to be the orange. So this is the Embers colorway. And this is Suri mohair lace. So 72% mohair, 28% mulberry silk. No, it's not, sorry, I tell a lie. This is the Slub 4-ply. You know when you doubt yourself when you're saying things out loud? You're like, are you sure that's right? No, this is the Slub 4-ply. Stevie, I'm very sorry. And this is 90% merino, 10% nylon, and it's superwash 400 meters. So Stevie's very kindly donated this wonderful skein of yarn, and you can see why it's called Embers. Just looks like a fire. And again, Stevie watches the podcast, and I met Stevie at East Anglia also, and at Unravel previously. So it was very generous of Stevie to kind of say, again, I've got a giveaway. Would you like to do something? For those folks that can't make it to the show, they can still be in with a chance of squishing some yarn. So thank you to Jackie and Stevie for supporting the channel with a giveaway. So if you weren't able to make it, or if you weren't able to make it to Unravel and you want to get your hands on one of these prizes, all you need to do is leave me a comment and mention the word Unravel in the comment, and I will do the prize draw. What we'll do is we will do it until, when will we do it till? So it's the 25th today, it'll be the 26th when you watch it. Let's do it until, Mark, can you tell me what is, my birthday is the 5th.
Yeah.
What is the Saturday after the 5th? 9th? There he is. Say hi, you're on camera.
Hi. Yeah, Saturday the 9th.
We will do this, any comments up until 4 PM UK time on Saturday the 9th of March. So that gives you kind of 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks to enter and watch the video. I'll do the draw at 4 p.m. on the Saturday, and I will reply to your comment here. So please check back after the 9th and see if you were the winner. But I'll do a random comment generator. So just leave the word Unravel so I can see that you want to win a prize. And I will ship anywhere in the world as usual. I won't be held for customs or taxes. I'm happy to ship them, but you will be responsible for any local import if you were contacted. I don't think you would be because they're very small small postal items, but just to confirm, I'm happy to cover the postage, but you would cover any international fees and services. But all you need to do, leave that comment below and check back after the 9th and see if you were one of the lucky winners. I'll also mention it in then the Monday video after that then, just to confirm who won. And you will only be contacted by me as Knit365 blog as a comment on here. So in case there's any other impersonators or whatever, it will be the official, from me, Knit365 blog. So there we go. That's the terms and conditions and the boring legal bit out of the way. So if you wish to be in the chance, Unravel, Saturday, the 9th of March. And there we go. This was a longer minute. I said to Mark, you start to cook tea, I'll just be 10 minutes. And this has been 25. I did buy a lot. So yeah, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed seeing all of the fun vendors behind the scenes for the weekend. I had such a great time. It was really good. Or maybe this could be the thumbnail, because then people were like, oh, you bought that. It's like, no, I didn't. It's a giveaway. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. Who are the vendors that you were excited to see? Were there any new to you people? Let me know in the comments, and enter if you wish to be in with a chance of winning one of those lovely prizes. I'll be back a week Monday with updates on what I've been doing in the last week. I've nearly finished bow. Can I help you?
I was just going to say, and please comment if you want me to do another sock dance in pink.
Oh yeah, and please comment if you, I don't think people need to comment if they want you to do a sock dance. I feel like it's mandatory now that whenever you get a finished item, you have to be on camera and dance. But yeah, there will be a pink sock dance at some point this year. There'll be a blue sock dance imminently because I've nearly finished my blue socks. Bo the Dragon is nearly finished. I didn't finish him on the weekend. I had the spine to do. I've done the spine since I've been home. So I now just need to do his moustache and his beard and a little bit on his tail, and then he's done. So we'll have a finished object to show off in the next video. So thank you to all the vendors that I spoke to and I met. I've loved all of my swag. Can't wait to start some of these. Can't wait to take my new bag out. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope that you've had a good week. Have a good week coming up. I'll be back next Monday with more yarny fun and goodness. So until we speak again, happy crafting.